Hi guys, welcome to Tasha, Jade Enthusiastic Health. So tonight I wanted to share with you something that I've been trying out lately, and it's something that I definitely need in my life right now. I want to ask you this: how often do you set aside 5 minutes for yourself to just be? And that is excluding, if you do yoga, excluding yoga. So where in your lifestyle do you just sit down calmly, take a deep breath in and out, and just be calm for 5 minutes? Well, if I'm honest, I never. The reason is because my mind is constantly active. I wake up, first thing I do usually, look at my phone. Then I get up, maybe, have a bath, shower. Even then I'm thinking about something else during the day. Then I, eat my food, go to work. During work, obviously, all my time's consumed with a lot of thinking. I work in hospitality at the moment as a full-time job, but obviously I love my health more. And then I come home, I cook dinner, I sometimes go to the gym, or sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm on my laptop and think, and then I go to bed. And then my day starts again and again and again and again and again. And I think, we all forget to just sit down and just take 5 minutes. Leave your phone, leave your laptop, leave everything, and just relax. In today's, I've been hearing, obviously I've been listening to loads of podcasts at the moment, so I've been very inspired. But your brain is so active when you scroll on iPhone and on Facebook, and you have that moment in your brain to actually stop and look at someone's post, or you have the option of scrolling past, correct? And that effort that it takes in your brain to make a decision is what you can be using to learn, using the same amount of energy. Now, if you had to be truly honest to yourself, how much time do you spend on social media? I love social media. I actually have a little bit of an obsession, just like everybody else. But lately, I've been able to wake up in the morning and not just look at my phone. Instead, I do my 5-minute meditation. Or I read a book for an hour. I'm not a very good reader as well. We'll get to that in a bit. But yes, how long do you just chill? Obviously it depends where you live. Your environment is the factor. If you live in a very hectic city life, silence can be very hard. So therefore, if you don't have silence in your life, you need it more. But this video is for me to share with you I would like to challenge you, and no, it's not a challenge, it's more invite you to change your habit of allowing yourself to have 5 minutes of peace and quiet in your life for 30 days, every day. Now, for those who want a bit more, I would recommend having 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the afternoon. But sometimes you can, have a bit of a hectic morning where you just completely, or just rush out of bed, completely forget because you're not in a habit yet. But don't worry. I heard on a podcast once, 80% is all you need. Like yesterday, I did it once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and then today, I don't know, for some reason, I knew I should have meditated before, and I felt so bad for not doing it when I left the house, because I knew I wouldn't have time till the afternoon. Afternoon came, I didn't have time because work was stressful. So I did it 5 minutes after work. So I've been researching, and I found this really cool app which I would like to share with you. It's called Stop, Breathe and Think. I I really love this app because I've been reading a book, which we'll get to a bit, and basically it starts, you challenge your negative thoughts in chapter 1, and this is great because it's an app that checks in with you, and it says how you're feeling mindfully. Are you feeling fantastic, or are you feeling like you're gonna scream, or or you're just feeling, I'm okay today. So you check in with that. Then you check in physically. Do you feel super confident? Do you feel like you can improve, or do you feel like, ugh? And that's great. And then my favorite part of the app is the 5 emotions you are feeling at that present time before you meditate, which is great because yesterday I'll just share with you my 2 experiences. Yesterday I had gratitude in the morning because I was feeling pumped, like really, really, like, oh yeah, let's do this. And then my second one was joy, which I found joyful is emotion. It's weird because it's like I love the expression of happy, excited, boom. But joyful is so, for me, Christmassy, so it doesn't really connect with me, which is weird. So it was nice to experience an emotion that I've not experienced before and thinking about it. And then today was a very, very frustrating day for me. I was going to blow up in steam. And you know what was great is because after I finished work, and this is how I felt, I actually think it's the best time for me to do it when I'm working, is to do it maybe once in the morning, once in the afternoon if I can get away from the office, or which would be much better for me because it will make me kind of break up my day of frustration. And then in the evening it just really calmed me down. And I had one that said change, and I really like this one because it explored to me that everything in the world changes. I've changed, I know I've changed as a person. My environment has changed. The world constantly changes. Sometimes not for the better, sometimes for the worse, but it does change. Our seasons change. Time changes. And yeah, for me, that was something that I really connected to with change, because it just made me realize that yes, my frustration is here and now, but don't worry, emotions change, so I won't be feeling like that anymore, and I'll be out of that situation. And I know I won't be there for a long time because I like to change my situation to make me feel amazing. So yeah, it was absolutely fantastic experience, and I just wanted to share with you, just because yes, I'm gonna just mention that this is my day 2 of the 5-minute meditation, so it's fresh, it's new, we can work with each other, yeah. And yeah, I would love to hear your experiences, to see how you feel and how it's like made you appreciate yourself and your emotions, because I think we get caught up in the outside world, with materialistic things and everything. We don't realize just, hello, have I checked in today with myself? Like, come on, I've been worried about, I've been worried about the house, I've been worried about this, I've been worried about this, that's consuming so much freaking energy in your time. What about you? You should be your number 1 priority in your life, okay? Not the freaking office, not the dog, not the boyfriend, not this, not that. Obviously they've got their own level of importance, but you, by far, are the most important person. Because if you're not right, I feel like if you don't feel confident and amazing within yourself, how can you be and have relationships with everybody else, including dogs, including work relationships, including everything? Because if you're settled and grounded, that means people will translate to that, okay? And one more thing about environment: if you feel like your environment is being toxic, get out of it. Get out of the environment. Change something. And I know things can't change immediately. Therefore, do things like this to help alleviate the toxicity and make sure you detox a lot. Another little pointer, I'm so sorry for blabbering on more, but I'm so excited to share with you. I've been reading 21 Days to New You. Now, a good story about this book, I went into a charity shop, browsing around like I do, and it was so cool. It was so cool. I got this Gillian McKean's You Are What You Eat for £1.75. I've really wanted that book for a long time, and I finally got it. But anyway, I got this lovely book for £2.99, and I think it's a bargain. Now, I've not finished reading it yet, and this is why I would like to share with you my little thought. But it talks about, the first chapter is about challenging negative thinking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world where your mind is insanely hectic. Okay, you can flip from being happy to insanity in 2 seconds. Now, the best thing for you to do is just slow down, stop, think, reassess, and then look at your situation. Yes, life can be so difficult sometimes, and I know this. And yes, I'm not Little Miss Perfect here, but I'm sitting here being honest, and I would like to share with you is you can change and you can make improvement in your life to not get you in that dark corner again. I won't dwell on the dark because this is going to be a positive little vlog, I should say. So first chapter about challenging negative thinking. What's great is I bought myself a little book. It's called My Little Emotion Mood Diary, and I know this might sound like insane, but every time you express an emotion that is quite, you get like just normal emotions like, okay, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling content, I'm feeling cool. Yes, you'd write that down, but what I'm also writing down mostly is when I am feeling not so uplifted. So in the morning, if I got woken up when I wasn't supposed to get woken up, I would write it down because that irritated me. And then what's great is my mindset straight after felt happy because I spoke to my sister. So that kind of, for me, was a great way because it was, yes, you're frustrated, but don't worry, you got a positive experience out of it, because if you weren't woken up, you wouldn't be able to speak to your sister before she left. So it's a good thing. Then, obviously, at work, there's a lot more frustration right now because we're changing over and things like that. And it's a bit, it's a bit hectic and the pressure's on. But it's nothing too hard to handle. But it does mean that I'm now assessing my different environments as well. So after, I don't know how long, the book says a week. And then, obviously, I'm reading the next chapter to know where I'm going next. But I think it's fantastic because you actually are aware of your feelings. And that, how many times do you get in touch with your inner feelings? I don't. Yes, sometimes when I'm down, why do we always check in when we're only down? Why not check in when we're positive and happy? So I'm also writing in here what if I'm meditating, things that I'm making myself feel good, benefiting, any lovely minerals and vitamins that I'm putting into my body, and then any exercise that I'm doing. So yesterday was this beautiful sunset and I went for a jog. I felt amazing. I felt on top of this world. It was so great. Which that's what it's about. Just trying to get a fresh mindset. And also to kind of train your brain and your way of thinking to not react and not to use so much emotional exhaustion that makes your body physically exhausted, that makes your digestion and your internal organs exhausted, which just puts so much pressure on yourself, which is not necessary. Great. So this is me, I'm finished. That is it. So join me, 5 minutes a day, meditation, let's go. 30 days, baby. It's spring in the Northern Hemisphere. Birds are chirping, it's getting lighter, sun's coming out, and that is a very good reason to be happy. Hope you have a lovely day. If you really want to see more of these insane cool videos, subscribe to my channel, or go follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Tasha Jade Enthusiastic Health. I've also got a yoga page as well, and I'm on Instagram. If you want to see some really cool food, I'm there. Great. Hope you have a kiff day. Many thanks, and thank you for tuning in, and I really hope this video has inspired you just to go out there and just be the best person you can be to yourself. Have a lovely evening.